Because the times.
Woke up this morning thinking about
Those summer days.
best friend got caught up when I stayed in Douglasville. I'm doing something I felt by myself. Mama caused me drama and I wanted to leave a better blue.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Same old day, same old day. So, another story once again. Another rapper tossed their freedom away. Because they talk too much, or they flex the wrong shit, or they having clown suits on. It had to be something. I'm curious of what's going on. Let's get into the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Everybody, thank y'all again. I really do appreciate y'all. Real talk, I really do. For supporting my channel and everything. So let's get into the video.
Rapper thought that they could outrun their crimes and perhaps they were moving on to a new phase of their life. It catches up with them because most recently a Gucci Mane signee or a former Gucci Mane signee, I'm not entirely sure if he's still signed to him at this point in time. Some people were saying he was dropped early in the beginning of this year or end of last year, but I just find it ironic that Gucci Mane seems to either it's a Gucci Mane curse and you sign to him and you're going to jail, or Gucci Mane just loves to sign people that are highly likely to go to jail. This rapper goes by the name of Coach the Ghost. He's affiliated, I believe, with 22Gs or 22Gs in the New York rap scene previously, and he isn't too fond of people like Pop Smoke and Fivio Foreign. Well, let's just get straight into it. It says, gangbanger wanted for slaying of Brooklyn teen nabbed by NYPD in Georgia. A paroled gangbanger accused of gunning down a Brooklyn teen in March of this year was taken into custody in Georgia by NYPD detectives, police said Saturday. Culture Bermudez, 27, was brought back from Clayton County on Friday and charged in the March 13th slaying of 17-year-old Brian Sannon, cops said. Sannon had left home to go for a walk with friends when a gunman hopped out of the back seat of a silver sedan and opened fire on the group on East 82nd Street.
Like I said, all my black brothers out there from New York to LA, I get what y'all doing. Like, y'all want to make money, y'all want to respect y'all streets, but my nigga, we don't own shit. The streets you say you claim, okay. When I say this, it's not a diss towards you. It's a real life, someone speaking real to you. The sheriff run those streets. Those police officers run those streets. Who do you call when someone breaks in your fucking house? You call the sheriff, the police officers. They run the streets. Who do you think goes to the school if a school shooting happens? SWAT team. They run the streets. The police run the streets. You don't run shit. We can't run shit because we don't own shit. You can't. To me, it don't make sense being in a gang. It don't make sense. I understand if you're not in this gang, that means you're gonna end up getting bullied and punked and everything else. But real talk, if that was me, I would just have a conversation with them like, yo, why don't we do something positive? Why do we have to smoke and just be ignorant? Why who said that was the way to go? Why do we have to fuck all these girls that we should be like low key? If they ain't doing something positive for their lives, we should be the people that can show them a positive way of life. Why can't we do that? Why do we have to just smoke, drink, fuck, kill, sell drugs? It's just a nigga mentality. And it's like, I understand, cause I sometimes talk to, not like sometimes, but when I see a crackhead or something, I ask them about their lives. Or if I see a drug dealer selling something downtown or something, I ask them, hey bro, why you doing that, man? Why don't you like change? Like this one dude came up to me, he's like, hey man, yeah, I sell, you know what I'm saying? I do this, I do that. I ain't gonna tell you names or nothing, but I'm like, bro, why don't you like try to do something else? Well, I don't know nothing else. Well, you got a phone, right? Get your phone fixed and start looking at stuff, looking at positive things to do. It starts with self. And if you can't find self, like, I don't suggest no black boy join a gang. The only gang you should join is a gang that helps clean up trash in the community, make sure tutoring for the kids, get a job, and part of your income goes towards a scholarship fund for a handful of kids in the graduation class in that neighborhood that stays there for the whole, time while they're in the high school. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Invest in like the people in the neighborhood. If you invest in the people in the neighborhood, the kids in the neighborhood, the kids gonna come back and invest in y'all in the neighborhood. The kids gonna come back with their families. Like, hey, yeah, that's the mom and pop shop. Let's build them up. Let's make them and them having a whole fucking franchises all over the country, all over the state. That's how I think. But let's get into it.
Near Farragut Road just after 10 a.m., broad daylight. That day, the teen died at the scene. Cops identified Bermudez as a suspect following a brief investigation, but he'd already fled the state, police said. Bermudez, a member of the Hood Stars street gang, served 6 years in prison for shooting a rival at the Marcus Garvey houses in Brownsville in 2011. He was released in 2017 and was on parole until 2022, according to court records. On the day her son died, Juliana Gopisanan was at a doctor's appointment when she saw an alert on Citizen, an app that sends out notifications of reports of nearby crimes, that a teen had been shot near her home. She never imagined it would be her child. I didn't expect that I would come back and not see my son, a heartbroken Gopisanan told the Daily News shortly after Brian's death. I just want to know why. What did he really do to deserve this? My baby, I only have one son, she cried. When the mom returned to the neighborhood,
By the way, when I say stuff, I'm just a messenger. It starts with self. It starts with you forming your thing. As a messenger, I feel like my job is to spread the word and build over time. I can't fully build right now because of the funds acting a little funny. And plus, I live in the suburbs, so it's not my community. It's a mixed community. I live in a mixed community when I say suburbs. But still, just sometimes you have the people in those situations, like my cousins. They go. I'm a prime believer of this. It takes one person. That one person can change the whole neighborhood. I remember when I used to live in Douglasville. You know what we used to do? Douglasville was a good example. We used to get all the kids, and we all used to just play kickball and stuff on a big old golf course. One of the good-sized golf courses. Used to play kickball, manhunt, all day after school with all the kids from elementary all the way to high school. We used to all play. That keeps us out of trouble. And we bring out drinks, or one of us go to the store, get some Capri Suns, some Lunchables, and we eat, we chill, Or we ask one of the friends, hey, y'all got food, let's all eat some, and we go home afterwards at 9 or 8 and go and do it again every day. Sad.
She found her son still sprawled out dead on the sidewalk. The last thing I saw of my son is him lying down in a crouched position covered in the white blanket on the road. I just wanted to hold him, she told the news. I just wish to see my son right now. I just want to see him and hold him. In the barrage of bullets that killed Sanin, a 20-year-old friend was shot in the face and a 19-year-old pal was grazed in both legs, police said. Both were expected to recover. This guy does not miss if he hit all three of these people. It was not immediately clear why Sanin and his friends were targeted, and if Bermudez was the shooter or the driver. Cops charged him with murder, attempted murder, and assault. His arraignment in Brooklyn criminal court was pending Saturday. An accomplice was arrested in July and is being held on murder and attempted murder charges according to court documents. This is just gets insane. This guy already served 6 years in prison for shooting a rival back in 2011. He comes out in 2017. He's on parole until 2022, which would have been, a couple of months? Or let's just say a year after he decided to go on a shooting. He was popping off musically. Sure, he wasn't the hottest thing in the game, but he was hot enough that he got noticed by Gucci Mane, and he moved to Atlanta. But he did do this before moving to Atlanta. But how hard is it to just not kill somebody? I know that sounds crazy. Look, I'm not saying, you caught a gun charge. Hey, you shouldn't have had a gun on you or something like that. I'm not even saying that. If he had a gun on him and he got caught, sure, it's not a smart decision, or it's a risk assessment, I guess you could call it. Either he gets caught without the gun and perhaps killed, or he goes to jail and has a gun on him anyway. But this is something entirely different. You could just not kill someone. We don't know if this person had problems with Coach the Ghost or anything like that. But man, how hard is it to just sit down, keep making music? You were blessed enough that you were able to do 6 years, come out, and within a couple of years, you're making music that's doing numbers. I mean, this guy's doing at least a couple of 100,000 per music video or song, over 1 million on a bunch of them, but minimum a couple 100,000. That's something that can be built off. He got signed to, but nah, he just had to go and keep killing. And this individual is probably never getting out now. He definitely doesn't have the money to defend himself, most likely. I highly doubt that. He hasn't been hot for very long, and he might have ran through his advance. Who knows? Gucci Mane probably didn't even sign him for much. So this is just an unfortunate situation, more so for the person that was killed than the people that were shot. But just another example of rappers that some people may be able to get on, but hey, what happens? They decide to throw it all away just to kill somebody. It's bizarre. I don't think it should be a surprise for this guy when you listen to his music. He seemed like the person to do this. One thing that will surprise me, though, is when people say, damn, this guy really did that. That was dumb of him. Yo, he's telling you he's doing that in the music. Part of why you listen and enjoy the music is because you believe him.
That's one thing I never understood about trap music. Y'all talk about all this as a black young man. You're an older black man. You shouldn't be talking about, yeah, I shot this bitch, shot that nigga, fuck that hoe, you know what I'm saying? Smoke that blick, smoking on dead ops and shit. Like, you shouldn't be talking like that. You should want to empower me. Why you want me to end up like you? Why can't I go to college? Why can't you inspire me to go to college? Because no one else wants to inspire me. Why can't we talk about your feelings? How your mom raised you? Because a lot of us grew up with single mothers. You know, it starts at home. Did your mom show you love and affection? And if she did, why did you turn out how you turned out? It's because at a certain age, you start having resentment towards it because you're like, Mom, we can't live off this. I can't live off no $500. I can't live like no bum. Fuck that. I'd rather have more money. I'd rather have power. But the power we're getting is no power at all. The real power is to say, yeah, I own this block. You know, I bought that house, you know, little something. But I'm thinking about buying that block right there and that block right there in like the next few years. I don't know yet. I'm still going to see how the property value goes up or goes down. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how the environment is looking. I don't want to be crackheads on that corner and then gangbangers on that corner. And I buy that block and they end up trying to kill me, trying to run me off the block. And I just, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't mean like, because you know, like, every time a black dude gets shot, it's always Black Lives Matter. But all these niggas, okay, let's say this. If you make rap music about smoking dead ops, about ignorant shit, about nothing empowering, what the fuck I'm saying? Fuck y'all. Why the fuck are you trying to say Black Lives Matter? You already indoctrinated someone. Someone already killed something to your music. Or did something to themselves. Smoked because smoked their pain away because they couldn't talk to no one. They did something harmful. And that's sad. That, to me, that shit sits with me. That's why all my music, I don't try to talk about, if I do talk about the wrong I done, I try to talk about what I learned from it. When it comes to women, I heard women before. Yes, I did. I heard a lot of women before. You know what I say in my music? I'm sorry. I can't make it up. I can say sorry all day. I can still say fuck me, and I don't care. Because I care about, I'm glad I at least I know that I was able to come at you and say sorry and let it be that. You don't have to forgive me. You don't have to talk to me no more. But at least you know I'm sorry. I learned from my mistakes. And that's all you can say. That's all you can really say.
You didn't believe him. If it was Slim Jesus rapping this on the track, you would have said, man, get the hell out of here. I ain't listening to that. I don't believe you. So you believe someone would do this. They are rapping about doing this. They've already served 6 years for doing this. And then now you're surprised that they get caught up and arrested for it. Come on now. But I will give the benefit of the doubt in this situation. and say people potentially thought, yo, this guy did 6 years. He probably learned his lesson, especially since he served his time and now music is popping off for him. That's a very, very fortunate situation to be in that the majority of people who are in prison don't get to experience. So he probably would get his mind right and not go on shootouts and kill people, allegedly. Apparently he didn't learn, and those thoughts didn't cross his mind. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Man, this is what my dad told me. Real men, they handle their situations without violence. Real men talk it out. Real men come to solutions that don't call for violence. And if it does call for violence, it has to be the right type of justice. Boys, fathers in their lives, or their fathers left and became Rolling Stones and shit, or their fathers are just bums, they don't give a fuck. They say pick up the gun, fight that man, fuck him up, this and that. My dad was like, you don't have to fight. Sometimes using this right here could save your life. That's why I use this. You know how many times at work, dudes stepped to me, threw shit at me. My girlfriend works with me. Good dudes hit on my girl, and I talk to them polite, and they get all mad and all defensive and everything else. You know what I do? I say, yes, sir. But you have to remember, you're the older man looking at me, a younger man. I was like, you're supposed to be guiding a young man like me, but you're not guiding a young man like me. You're actually showing me that as an older man, you're supposed to be a predator towards little girls. That's not cool. You want to fight a younger dude? That's not cool at all. That's really not cool. I just want y'all to know, the shit we living with, the genres that's coming out, some of the stuff is honestly sad. Because we really, a lot of my black young dudes, like black dudes that look just like me, really do be believing that shit. And it's sad. It's really fucking sad. And they believe they a real nigga, they could do this or they could stand up for themselves. Sometimes being a bigger person could mean, like, people sleep on that shit. People sleep on walking away. It's not good to have nigga moments. No one win. Sometimes it's good just to walk away. Sometimes it's good to be like, you know what? I'm better than this. It's not good to have integrity no more. Integrity as a man, at least to me, is one of the things you have. If you can't have integrity about yourself, if you can't, you know what? I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to win in a game called life. That's what my dad always told me. Win in a game called life. If someone drops you, if someone don't fuck with you, okay. Just win in a game called life. Keep it going. Keep it moving. You too smart to be worrying about them. That's why I say I love you, Dad. Thank you for teaching me, a young black man, to have certain morals and respect towards people. Because a lot of these rappers out here, they don't have that shit. And I don't get it. And if you don't have it, go see a therapist. Go see someone. Go find a father figure. Go listen to Louis Farrakhan or something. Go do something. Go to Africa. Go do something. Because living an ignorant ass lifestyle, drinking all the time, smoking all the time, talking about guns and shit, that shit gets tiring. After the age of 23, it has to. It has to. And you still talking about that shit and you 26. Like, nigga, you made money. Own something. Do something. Don't be one of those dudes that are trying to own a fucking trucking company because there's a shortage right now. Think you're going to make a lot of money. Because that shit expensive as fuck. If you have $1 million to your name, that means you basically telling me you got $300,000 to your name you got signed. That's not how it works. Save your money. Stack your bread up. Get at least $30 million. Do something with it. Start a business. Start your own record label. You're going to start your own record label. Do something different. You don't have to even start a record label. Why don't you buy a movie theaters? Movie theaters are always going to make money. Why don't you buy a fucking store? Stores can always make money. Why don't you buy apartment complex? Make sure all your family live in there first. Friends live there. People you care about live there. Then just let everybody else live there. It's like so many things we could do, bro. I'm not just talking. That's stuff I want to do. I want to open up my own movie theaters. I want to have my own apartment complexes. I want to own blocks. I want to own stuff. Because I know them folks ain't gonna fuck with you like that. They're gonna let you think you have power, but you don't have shit. That being said, be sure to like and subscribe. I feel sorry for this rapper. He should never shot that person and did what he did, but peace.
Ariota